In this video, we'll look at how to convert degrees to radians. The first question is 300 degrees. So, the way we'll do it is we'll say the number of radians equals, start with what you've got, 300 degrees, and then multiply by a fraction, a conversion fraction. When we're converting, we put what we want to get rid of, this case degrees, on the bottom, and what we're converting to, radians, on the top. Now you can use any conversion, but the one we typically use is pi radians is 180 degrees. So the number of radians is just 300 times pi over 180. We can write that as a fraction. Just in case you're not sure how to do this, think of this as 300 over 1, top times top, bottom times bottom. You get 300 pi over 180. Now keep the pi, radians, we like pi as part of a radian value. You don't have to put radians, by the way, or rad. You can leave it blank. When it's blank, we understand it's in radians, especially because of that pi. And now reduce. You might be able to reduce this fraction right away to its lowest forms, but the easiest thing to notice is if it ends with a 0 and ends with a 0, you can divide by 10. The zeros go away, and you get 30 pi over 18 radians. And now what goes into 30 goes into 18. The answer is 6. You could divide top by 6, you get 5 pi, and divide bottom by 6, you get 3. So, we've converted 300 degrees to radians. It's 5 pi over 3 radians. We can also do it if there's decimals. If you want to convert 14.4 degrees to radians, we write number of radians is what we're given, 14.4 degrees, times the conversion, what we want to get rid of on the bottom, degrees, what we want to go to, radians, on the top. There are pi radians in 180 degrees. And now we multiply. When you multiply, you get 14.4 pi over 180. Now, there's different choices here. For example, you could go and just divide it. That is, you could go 14.4 times pi divided by 180. But if you wanted to keep it as a fraction, you could multiply the top by 10 and the bottom by 10 to get rid of this decimal. Now you have 144 pi over 1800. Ooh, and I should put my units. I'm trying to go to radians, so I end up with radians. The degrees cancel out, so these are radians. Though with radians, it's understood if you don't put it, it's in radians. The pi is the giveaway. Now I need to think, what goes into 144 that goes into 1800? Clearly 2, but maybe something bigger. Does 1800 divided by 12? It does. Let's divide this by 12. Divide this by 12. 144 divided by 12 is 12. I knew that because I know 12 squared is 144. And on the bottom, what's 1800 divided by 12? 150. And again, I'm ending up doing it in 2 steps because I see you can divide 150 and 12 by something else too. In this case, clearly 3. Let's divide by 3. Divide by 3, and you get 4 pi over, what's 150 divided by 3? 50. Ah, there's still more to do. I missed another one, but that's okay. It's okay if you do it in steps. I can divide by 2, and I get 2 pi over 25 radians. In other words, 14.4 degrees is equal to 2 pi over 25 radians. The other choice is, if you didn't want to do it this way, I'll show you the other way. Or, when you put them together, when you multiply, you get 14.4 pi over 180. And if you wanted to make it a decimal, it's not going to be as accurate, because it'll be rounding. 14.4 times, I get my pi by going shift my exponent button here, there's a pi, equals, divided by 180. I get approximately 0.25. Let's do 3 decimals, radians. In other words, this is a less accurate answer, but it's still right. It's still 14.4 degrees is 0.251 radians. We can check that here. Look, what's 2 pi divided by 25? 2 pi divided by 25, same thing, 0.251 radians. So that's how you convert degrees to radians.